welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vintage tips and tricks video. Today I have the vintage haul from my Italy trip as promised. For those of you who don't know, I recently went to Napoli with my lovely friend Sarah, who has provided many of the vintage outfits that you guys have questioned me about on my channel and on my Instagram. I know every time I go anywhere with Sarah that we're gonna find some vintage gems. She has very good luck like that, and she has a fantastic eye for picking things out, and she'll often pull things out and say to me, you need to try this on. And she's almost always 100% correct. This trip was, of course, no exception. We happily spent an entire day and a half out of a 4-day trip vintage shopping in Napoli. And we both came away with some pretty awesome stuff. I wish Sarah were with me and I could show you what she got, because she got some really cool items, and Sarah has a bit more of like a 60s 70s vibe. I'm more of the 40s 50s era in my like everyday wear. Like I'll do something for the 20s and 30s or the 60s for like something special or just to do something different, but generally I settle in the 40s and 50s eras, whereas Sarah's just a little bit later than me. So shopping with each other is really fun because we tend to kind of shop for each other almost. It's just a fun experience. So I wanted to share with you the goodies that I got, because boy did I get a lot. And Napoli is ridiculously cheap for vintage. We didn't see anyone else that dressed vintage. I did put a little post up on my Instagram stories asking, you know, is anyone in Napoli? Do you guys want to meet up? What are your recommendations? And I got zilch, which was a little bit sad because it would have been lovely to meet up with some people, but it did mean that the vintage stores were absolutely packed with really cool stuff because other people weren't buying everything up. So we got it, and we got it at bargain prices. I'm going to put the names of the vintage stores up here as I go because I honestly can't remember the names of them, and I will check what I got where. But without further ado, let's just get into it. So the first thing I got was this amazing late 1950s, early 1960s style sort of tunic with fringing and diamantes, and it's all made of lurex. It's like pink with a silver lurex through it, and it is absolutely stunning. I was a little bit like umming and ahhing about this because it's not kind of generally my style, but at the moment I am feeling kind of the vibes for wearing more 50s stuff. I kind of started there, went into 40s, and now I'm feeling kind of a bit more 50s lately. Doesn't mean I'm not going to dress 40s anymore, it just means that I want to kind of broaden out a bit because I got a bit like fixated on the 40s for a bit. But yeah, I put this on and Sarah convinced me that I needed to buy it, and I have no regrets about that. I'm pretty darn pleased. It's definitely authentic vintage. Everything is all like hand stitched on the inside. It's completely lined, and you can just tell by the diamantes and the like the fading and yellowing of the tassels that it is a true vintage piece. So yes, I'm very excited to style this up. I think I need to get myself a pair of white capris or maybe like clam diggers or shorts or something to go with it. To be honest, it's one of those vintage pieces I've bought that I don't have anything to go with, but I will find something. I will. The next bunch of items that I got were from a little vintage store that we just stumbled upon called Pop 21 Vintage, and we went in and it looked really tiny and small, and then we discovered there was like a whole underground basement section with just tons and tons of stuff. A lot of what they do is kind of more 80s and 90s, but I did stumble across a whole ton of very affordable 10 to 15 euro handbags, and wait till you see what I got, guys. So the first one I saw was this like aubergine kind of color. It's hard to tell on here, but it's like the true color of an aubergine or an eggplant. This was £10. It's a 1940s handbag, very slimline with a little tiny solid handle and a clasp. The clasp is quite hard to open and close, and we're probably gonna have to oil that up a bit. It's got the like general kind of dusty interior of like disintegrating material and that lovely smell of a vintage bag, but it just is so cute. If you look at the little clasp, it is very sweet, and then on the inside it's got the metal zip, so it's like got some classic traits of a 40s bag. It just needs a little bit of tender love and care, but yeah, I just thought the color on that was really unusual, and most of my accessories are either like raffia or black, so it was about time I got some bags in some other colors, so that was an absolute find. And then downstairs I found more bags, again at very reasonable prices. This one was 15 euros. It's actually navy. You can't, I think it looks black on camera, but it is navy with a little handle. Again, very slim line. I love the clasp on it, like pops up and then this pops up. Super cute. But then what I love the most about this is the inside. Check out that color, guys. Love that. Matches my nail polish. And it also matches a pair of shoes I was recently gifted by ruby shoe footwear, so that's pretty exciting. Not to be able to see unless I open my purse, but I will know that my bag matches my shoes. And that's the most important thing, right? As you open your purse up, like a little pop of color. And the detail of the handle was just, yeah, very, very cute. I need to get some sort of like leather ointment, which I will pop on. And yes, they are leather. I know I'm vegan, guys, but when it comes to secondhand stuff, I would much rather buy secondhand leather goods and reuse them rather than them going to waste. I think that's very sad. Like, the animal has already died and it would be very sad for them to go in the bin or something. So I really do believe in reusing. I would never buy new leather. I don't want to encourage the production of more leather pieces, but I don't see any problem in buying secondhand leather. And I also think it's better for the environment, which in turn is better for animals than buying new pieces, because you know, the product or materials that are technically vegan because they're not made of animal products are not good for the environment and not good for the environment of animals. Their habitats get destroyed as a result of making them, you know. That's not to say that I don't buy new products. I do, but I just try to buy vintage first and foremost, and then, you know, kind of go down the ladder. That's my thoughts on that. And the last piece, which ironically I ummed and ahed about, and now it has been the only piece that I've actually used really regularly since I got back already. All the pieces will get used, but this has just become like my everyday handbag now, is this giant 1970s snakeskin clutch. I don't own anything snakeskin. I have like a crocodile purse that my great grandmother owned, but yeah, it's just so big. I love it under the arm, and I think it works really well for 40s as well, so I'm going to pair that with a lot of my 40s stuff. And who knows, maybe I do have some 70s stuff, so maybe I'll rock a 70s look soon. Well, I just love that it's like the orangey tan snakeskin, then it's got like the black details and stuff on it. It's just really pretty. It's like almost a tigery pattern. Yeah, I thought that was lovely. Whilst we were wandering down the street, we came across like vintage style sunglasses. They are new, they aren't true vintage, but they were really cute, and we both came across styles that we really liked, so we nabbed some, and I grabbed these ones. I always want to grab hold of cat eye sunglasses, but they very rarely suit my face, so I was really pleased with these. I think they work okay on me. I find I have to be able to see my eyebrows or I look really weird in sunglasses, but yeah, I thought they were cute. And I don't know if you can see up close, but they kind of, the actual glasses part like comes to the edges, but underneath the frame actually comes further in behind, if that makes sense. Yeah. Then we went into another store and I saw, again, reproduction sunglasses. I'm not sure when they were made. Like, everything in the store was secondhand, so these aren't like new as in today, but at some point they were reproduction. They're not true 50s sunglasses, but I thought they were very cute. They actually go with what I'm wearing today, but up close you can see that they've got the transparent green and blue kind of wave detail on them, and on the arms it's got nice chunky arms. And I liked this. They have like a nose bridge piece in them, even though you can't see it from the outside. It just helps lift them off your face a little bit, which I find really helpful because I have quite a skinny face. It just stops it from looking like too squished up because my face is quite flat and long, so I think they look a bit better on me with the little nose bridge piece holding them out a bit. Yeah, cute. I thought they were really sweet. I don't love how cat's eyes look on me, but I think these two pairs are okay. The last place that we went, guys, was a little treasure trove. The lady that owned the store was so incredibly gorgeous. I will link below to her Instagram and her website. She was just so lovely, and we spent so long chatting with her, and we had photos with her, and she's just so sweet. It really made the trip. It was literally like a few hours before I caught the plane, and then I just had like a jackpot of vintage stuff. So I'm gonna share what I got from her with you guys. One of the first things I spotted, and please excuse me, I literally pulled this out of the wash to show you guys, so it's very wrinkly, but it's this like seafoam green 1950s sleeveless shirt. It's a little bit too big for me, but because it is darted, if I was to wear it over a pair of slacks, I would probably put on a little belt to like nip in the waist, or if I tuck it into shorts, it doesn't look too big at all. So I just can't wear it like loose and out because you can see that's probably like 1 to 2 sizes too big for me. But it's got the super high collar. Like, when it's on, it actually sits up the way that it should with that lifted or elevated collar. Like, it's the stitching actually makes that happen, and then all the darting and the kind of batwing style sleeves, so it gives you a very wasp waist look when you're wearing it. I was really excited to find that because I went to Napoli specifically wanting a shirt like this, and I don't know, maybe I manifested it or something, guys. I don't like usually talk about manifestation, but you know, there you go. It kind of seemed to work out for me. So yeah, I was very, very pleased with that. I can't wait to style that and show that on for you guys. And the other piece that I found at the same time, I think that top was 15 and this was 10, guys. It's an original 1940s skirt. It has the cutest pattern on it. It's like little black flowers in like a dot print design. And then it's got the little like red and white hemline with, is that rickrack? Yeah, like rickrack detail, and the little like waistband that's kind of two separate pieces like that, really sweet. And then a button up back, and it even has belt holes on it so I can wear it with a belt. And literally no stretch or anything, like it fits me like a glove. I was a little bit worried putting it on that I wouldn't be able to do it up, but I could, so I was delighted with that. The last few things I found, these actually weren't all from the same place. I missed the place that I got the glasses from. I got two of these hats from, but I got myself a 1940s vagabond hat with like the dipped in crown, and when it's on it sits like over the brows like a femme fatale kind of look with a little bit of a, if you guys can see, it's a little bit of beading detail there, and I love the color. It's like this beautiful kind of like a deep olive color almost. It's like forest green mixed with an olive green color. I can't wait to style that up and show you guys what it looks like. Very excited. These two hats I actually got from the previous place where I got these glasses from. I won't put them on because obviously I've got my headscarf on today and my hair done, but I cannot wait to style these up. This one is like very much the style that I've seen many pictures of Sophia Loren sporting. A big oversized straw hat with quite a deep crown on it. So I think I'll be doing like a very simple like pulled back chignon or something with this on, and then a pencil dress or something. I have a couple of pencil dresses from the Pretty Dress which I might style this with because I think it would look really lovely, and then it's got beautiful like ribbon detail as well. So very excited to pop that on. I just love the color. It's like this emerald, muted emerald green color. I was pleased about that because I really have been wanting to get hats, and if you guys follow me on Instagram you will have seen a post a while back where I was asking like where to get affordable hats because I just don't have any, and I don't have the budget to be spending like 40 to 60 per hat if I want to get a collection of hats. So I think these were 20 each, which I think is pretty good considering the size of them. This one needs a little bit of love and care, but I loved the style. If I pop it out, it's supposed to be popped in, but I'll pop the top out carefully. Again, super deep crown with a mix of like a canvasy material almost, but it's, I'm not sure what this material is, but it's woven, and then you've got the straw as well. And this is just, the color is in such good condition, like the red, and I'm just gonna have to steam it back into shape on the top, but I can't wait to style that as well. Again, I believe a 60s hat based on the style. But yes, another one that Sophia Loren will be inspiring my stylistic choices for. That's everything, guys. Usually I would put everything on and show you how it looks, but to be honest, it has taken me the entire day to sit down in front of the camera and do this for you. I have not been well in the last few days since coming back from Italy. I'm very glad that I went, but it was exhausting and I've been struggling since I got back. So I'm just glad that I sat down in front of the camera, to be honest. But I wanted to show these to you guys, and if you go and follow me on my Instagram, which I'll pop above, you guys will see me wearing the pieces and styling them as I get them out of my wardrobe and put them with the stuff that I own. So you will get to see it styled. It'll probably just be over there. If by some miracle I find the energy and I want to do like a style video, kind of like a follow-up for this, that might happen, but I'm just not going to promise anything. But yeah. If you like the pieces, let me know. That's it, guys. I hope you liked the video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!